Well, hello there, Aquarius. Welcome into Tropical Tarot. My name's Chris. I'm going to be doing your reading today. This is a very different format for me. I'm in a hotel in Wisconsin to see my family. So we're doing it this way this week. I got like 9 of them done at the house before I left, but I just got off the plane and I wanted to get this done for you guys so you know what's going on from the 3rd to the 9th. So this is a reading for Aquarius from the 3rd to the 9th. We're going to focus on your past, your present, and your future energy and see what's going on for you. This is so different. I know there's a lot of YouTube readers that read like this, but to me, I would rather have the camera in front of me so you guys can see me, but we're gonna get going. All right, Aquarius, let's do this. In the past, you have time for a nap. Your current situation is Treasure Island, probably one of my favorite cards. In the future, you have a deep knowing. So we'll see what's going on. In the past, you have the 4 of Pentacles. Your current situation from the 3rd to the 9th starts off with the 5 of Pentacles. Then you have the Knight of Cups, Queen of Pentacles in the middle, the Hanged One, and the Page of Wands. In the future, you have the 9 of Swords, and the overall energy for this reading is your card, Aquarius. It's the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords asks good questions. And when I was a little kid, I used to like the castles with moats on them. And I think the Queen of Swords would be like that person that would say, you know, who goes there? So you're asking good questions of people at this time. And we'll see what's going on. So in the past, you were really holding on to something tight. Typically, this is a card about money, holding on to financial things tightly, but it could be anything. It's the only card that really talks about holding on to something. And you were holding on to something really, really tight. So if you notice, there's a pentacle behind your head. She's holding on to one. She's got 2 under her feet. So I want to see what you were holding on to in the past, sometime before the 3rd. What were you holding on to? Oh, a lot of weight. Burdens in love. And you were absolutely determined to win at it. It was almost like, hey, I'm gonna hold on to all this pain. I'm gonna hold on to all these things. I'm gonna carry the weight. And it's almost like you want to carry this weight because you believe in it. Or at least you did in the past, but it was overwhelming to you. Time for a nap. The Chariot's card for Cancer, too. You might be dealing with a Cancer, or you might just really be determined to just not let this go. But we'll see. So, now we get to the current week, the one that you tuned in for, and we go from the 3rd to the 9th. You start off with the 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups is you feeling sad in the beginning of the week. This is because 3 of your cups have spilled. 2 cups still remain. This is my card of glass half empty, glass half full. So at the beginning of the week, you're going to be a little bit sad because you've lost something. But don't forget about the 2 cups that still remain. This is like your dog, your family, your friends, like all the people who you don't really think are there for you, but they really are. So let's look and see why you're sad at the beginning of the week here. Let's see what's going on with Aquarius. 5 of Cups, let's clarify that guy. The World, 3 of Cups, and Ace of Cups. For some of you, this could be, so the World is a card of completion. The reason that she's naked in this card is because she's naked like a brand new baby. She's completed something that's gone before. So I feel like something is done. And there could possibly be a third party here. 3 of Cups, Ace of Cups. Cups in tarot signify love. This card also means a celebration. But it just doesn't make sense to me why you would be sad because something's over and then you're celebrating and then bountiful love. It almost feels like that you're sad because this thing is completed and there's a party going on somewhere else, and you view it as so much love, so great, so much love. But there is a Knight of Cups. I feel like you might make an offer towards somebody else, and we'll see. I don't know why cards keep flipping out. Tell me about the Knight of Cups. I want to know about that one. Tell me about the Knight of Cups. Is this you? Is this somebody else? I feel like it's Emperor. Ooh. So this is definitely a twin flame reading. We've got the Empress and the Emperor here. Somebody's gonna make an offer towards the other, and I feel like they're gonna make the offer towards you. I feel like the Divine Masculine's gonna make an offer towards you. Two of Cups coming in together for love again. He wants that relationship again. You might be dealing with a Virgo as well with the Hermit card, or the Emperor's going to make an offer for love or to come back around, but there's still some healing that needs to be done in the relationship part of it. So the Queen of Pentacles is in the middle. Queen of Pentacles is somebody who likes to take care of people. This lady is very nurturing. This is the lady who wants everybody to have a room to sleep in, food to eat, you know, a roof over their head, that kind of stuff. I'm going to clarify Queen of Pentacles. I feel like that's you because it's showing up in your position, but we're going to see. So let's check out the Queen of Pentacles in the middle. Let's see what we get for her. Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Six of Cups. Knight of Swords. Eight of Wands. Fool. The female understands that she's, and when I say female, I don't mean female physically. I mean in your mind, in your heart, in your soul. How do you feel? Like, are you a masculine or are you feminine? So when I say queen, you know, it can be a king. If it's an emperor, it could be an empress. But I'm talking about the divine masculine and the divine feminine. The divine feminine here has been in this twin flame for a long time because of the memories, right? Because you guys have been together for a long time. There's going to be communication that one of you wants a new beginning, and I kind of feel like it's you. I feel like you want a new start. There's going to be communication here about a fresh start, about, hey, and fresh start doesn't necessarily mean fresh start somewhere else. It just means fresh start, like maybe in the same relationship, but you know, maybe outside that. I'm not too sure. You do have the Hanged One, which is the Hanged Man in some decks as your next card. The Hanged One is a person who had to flip themselves upside down in order to achieve peace. So after this communication about a new beginning, you're going to achieve peace, but you're going to achieve it in a funky way, right? You're going to be kind of hung upside down here. So let's clarify the Hanged One. Page of Wands twice. There's this new inspiration, this new idea about how you want to go forward, Aquarius. And you want to work on a team for sure. Okay. It's either that you do want to work on a team again, or a new inspiring idea on how you're going to deal with this third party thing. And your idea is to just hang yourself upside down again. So I've got a new idea. We can deal with this third party thing, or we can work together. But still you have to hang upside down in order to achieve your peace. Typically the Hanged Man, I like it as a card, but when it repeats like this, it's almost like, it feels like to me that you're pushing yourself to do this. So I want to see this Page of Wands. You really do want to go further. You want to go farther. You want to You have an idea at the end of the week. Same card, Page of Wands, Page of Wands. So remember how I told you that the Hanged One's a good card, right? It is a good card, but when it shows up twice like that, it's like, oh, I'm making myself do this. I'm making myself do this. I have to be okay. I have to be okay. I have to figure out how to be okay. This is you staying in this hanged man mentality too long and trying to push things and make things happen. It's just boom. I can't do this anymore. I can't. Ten of Swords. I just feel like somebody completely stabbed me in the back. I don't know if this is an actual thing that happens to you, or it's just like the buildup of these things over time is just gonna just slay you. But your new idea is to continue to work on this, and continue to work on balance, because that's what you feel like you desperately need at this time. Well, towards the end of the week of the 9th. You do have this Treasure Island card. Treasure Island, like I said in the beginning, this is probably one of my favorite cards in the Oracle deck. Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. Definitely want to give her some credit. This is when you have done the work. This is when you've done the energetic work and everything just seems to work out for you perfectly. And it is like finding buried treasure. It's almost like things are so good that you can't believe that they're so good, but you did the work to deserve this. So I'm not too sure how that plays into your story, individually. But the message of this is that you've done good work. And so in the future, sometime after the 9th, you're worried about something. 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords, this person is worried about her thoughts. Her thoughts are driving her crazy. She can't sleep. She's having a hard time getting to sleep, staying to sleep. Her mind is just full of worry. So she puts her head in her hands. And if she'd look up, she would see that these are just thoughts. These aren't things that are actually going to kill her. They're just thoughts. But they fear you, or you fear them so much. You have a deep knowing with this 9 of Swords. Deep knowing is about knowing a truth really, really deep down inside you. And maybe before the rest of the world knows. 6 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, and Wheel of Fortune. So I don't know if you can see my face or not, but I have a lot of third-party stuff here. It's not just one. It's this, and it's this. You have 2 3s. You've got this card, which is about balance sometimes. It's about giving and receiving money, generally. But there's another way that you can read it, and it's one person feeding 2 people. So I feel like your worry in the future, sometime after the 9th, I don't like to tell you this, I really don't, but it's almost like it's true. You have a deep knowing that it's true. This is true. Or you have a deep knowing that the balance is off. And there's conflict, but I don't see it as that, to be real. I see this as somebody who there's another person here, or there's another thing. Third party can be another thing too. I give the example sometimes of a doctor that's working on a COVID floor, and during that time, actually right now in most parts of the country, there's still that COVID problem, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to give you an example of how that could be a third party, because the doctor has to go to work and has to be there so much of the time. It's third party just necessarily means that there's something else taking the third leg. Like, it's almost like, you know, you have two legs, one person, another person. It's almost like it becomes a three-legged thing where each side is weighed just as heavy. So work would be just as heavy as each of the marriages, or each of the people in the marriage, right? So you were worried about something. You knew this was going to happen. You knew it was real. You just didn't see it. It's almost like you noticed it here, and then here it comes into that full knowing of, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening. There's some light conflict here, and Wheel of Fortune says that it's destined and fated for you to find this out. Wheel of Fortune also says that sometimes we're on the bottom of the wheel, where things are sad and depressed, and where we worry, right? And where we feel like we've been stabbed in the back. But then you need to remember that you come to the top of the wheel, like this Sphinx, eventually. And you get to experience joy and excitement and peace and love and light, all these lovely things. So the biggest thing I want you to remember here is that when you're feeling sad, life is like a wheel. Everything is cyclical. And you'll eventually come back up to the top of the wheel, and you'll be happy and joyous and free again. So I don't want you to forget that. I did not bring spirit animal cards, so I apologize. But I think I did a pretty good reading for you in a hotel room in Wisconsin. So if you like the content I create, like, subscribe, and share. Check out your sun, moon, and rising sign for a fuller picture this week. And until next week, I just want to leave you with lots of peace, love, and light. Thank you.